Brandon Staley, longtime backup, has been the third the last couple of years. He fires to Quentin Johnston, their first-round pick, and that's going to go nowhere immediately. And we mean it this year. We're on the defensive side of the ball.
We actually mean it.
We mean it. Stick from his end zone. Johnston cannot hang on. Coverage there by Darian Kendrick. No, by Trey Tomlinson. Everyone switched numbers this year. Mostly about 85% of his action at Wisconsin, drafted last year in the third round. They wanted him to be a guard. He then got injured. We never really saw him much as a guard because he was hurt here at SoFi in the second preseason game. First third down for Brett Rippon, who gets the start, and the Rams. Rippon, ripped down. First sack of the game, Chris Rumph. A valuable member of this team here. But Michael Hoyt is your most experienced edge rusher. And he didn't start playing edge, if you will, until midway through last season. Keelan Doss on the reception there. Cameron Dicker played in this game a year ago, eventually settled in with the Chargers and had a nice year, but out of the J.K. Scott hole, this one comes back. And he nails it down to the field here during the game. Great access for you, Rams fans here. We're on 3rd and 3. Great access as well for Joshua Kelly. Huge hole over the right side and a Charger first down. And this is a 25-yard attempt. And the former Ram, at least in the preseason, makes it 6-0. 4 minutes in here to the second quarter. Ethan Evans, the rookie out of Division II Wingate, with a high spiraling kick. Davis backs up, also a rookie from the 20. Davis to the 30, makes one man miss. The 40, Davis midfield. Darius Davis down the sideline and gone. 81 yards.
Unbelievable. Watch him right here. Little shoot, oh, right there, 44.
Got by Daniel Hardy.
Yep.
Got to the second level.
It was gone. You saw the gap in there. If he made that guy miss, he was gone. And sure enough, he did. Daniel Hardy misses the tackle there, and there was nobody left.
Darius Davis had 6 return touchdowns in his TCU career. From the 32 with fellow rookie Puka Nacua in motion, kind of bobbles that handoff, but collects and gives to Rivers. And Ronnie Rivers lowers his shoulder and gets across the 45 to the 48, and that's a Rams first down. For Stetson Bennett, the 4th, his first drive of the NFL. McAllister, the shotgun snap. Bennett looking right, throwing, end zone. Sims could not come down with it. He might have been held a little bit by Dean Leonard. Low snap by McAllister. Bennett guns, end zone, caught. Is he in? Puka Nacua, touchdown.
This is what you want to see out of this young Rams group. Zach Thomas with a great job stoning the D tackle. Warren McClendon with a great block, great throw by the quarterback, and Puka Nacua. We said it. We said it looking forward to his season, and he started off well in the first preseason game he's ever played in the NFL. Which we know is hard to do in this league right now when you're hitting quarterbacks.
First and goal, 8-yard line. Stick, end zone, Johnston, touchdown.
Great play. They've been trying to get him the football receiver last year. They're going to need him right here. See this throw right over the linebacker. Oh, just outside his outstretched hand. And you know what? Johnston pulls it down and gets himself his first touchdown.
Working against LeCount. On 3rd and 3, operating out of the gun. They need the 45. Royce Freeman checks in at running back. Bennett over the middle, ball tipped and incomplete. Henley got a hand on it. He wanted Johnson, and it's 4th down.
You know, I really enjoy this group, though. They bring the energy. I want to see us create some of our own energy right here. Looks like we're doing a good job right there, being able to get some rush. Nice job by Kier. That's awesome, man. I'm happy for Kier.
Enjoy double teaming with him.
There's Rob Havenstein, the longest tenured member on this offense, as Bennett can't get away from Farmer and gets thrown down on the 32. Big loss there.
He's come back from a tough injury in an Achilles, and you know what? He's really stepped up, and I think they loved what they saw this week.
Tyler Johnson on 2nd and 11. Johnson into Chargers territory. Wrestled down inside the 35 by Michael Jauquet.
Living in the rookie quarterback world right there.
It's a gain of 34 yards, and it puts the ball inside the 33.
You did a lot in the offseason, both nutrition and in the weight room?
Right, definitely. Just attack the weight room this offseason. It's just making sure I was eating the right foods, putting the right things in my body.
And made an impact right away. And coming out of South Carolina, you win a Super Bowl. And then the next year, boy, a lot of humble pie. What's this third chapter going to be?
Thank you, guys. Keir Thomas and Tanner Engel with big stops on first and second down. Max Duggan takes a seat. Daniel Hardy gets home. Pretty cool. 3rd and 10. Stetson Bennett throws right. Tyler Johnson holds it in across midfield for a first down.
He seems to have delivered some really good footballs. I mean, right here, he looks really calm, just in rhythm, hits his back foot and lets it out.
Toss right.
Toss
Freeman's got room. Freeman lowers his shoulder and he is in.
Well done. Great job. Got a little bunch set to the top side on his right. Little toss outside, the 2 pullers in front of the runner. We wanted to see Stetson Bennett lead a touchdown drive. Great block right there on the edge, and the running back does the rest.
Logan Bruss,
he's
McAllister out there. Got the rookie tight end as well. Evans didn't give anyone the chance there. He kicked it out of the back of the end zone. Duggan hammered in the backfield. Tanner Engel. The biggest guy, but a huge hit there. 3rd and 17. Can this Rams defense get off the field? Duggan's had a tough time of it. He will go deep. Duggan with a flag. The flag's on another one of those rookie DBs, Darius Davis, the Wildcat. Not ready to put him in the Austin Eckler category yet, but he's had a nice camp. Gain of 7 there. Duggan runs into his fullback. But you know what? Doesn't matter. Down the sideline, to the pylon, and into the end zone. It's Elijah Dotson.
Doesn't get off of it. And you let running backs in the league turn the corner like that, it's going to be a lot of trouble for your defense.
Said they like him. They got to like that. A 37-yard touchdown for the rookie out of Northern Colorado. As Bennett has a play fake here. Stetson Bennett to McCutcheon. They say it's a catch, and that's first down yardage. Now back out of the red zone. On the 21, Stetson Bennett fires complete near the sticks to McCutcheon. Ball comes out as he hits the ground. Chargers say incomplete. Out of the Evans hold and the Ward long snap. Tanner Brown, his 2nd field goal try, is good. That was the first of a scheduled 3 games here. Had a celebrity game in between. 3rd and 7. Bennett away from the rush. Ball's out. Recovered by the Chargers. Is it an empty hand? Is it a fumble?
You can tell if he got it out of his hand before his hands started moving forward.
They're going to call it an incomplete pass.
Yep. Experienced the same surgery I had, so just gave me some extra motivation. And he's my favorite athlete growing up, so to see that, I just put it in my locker.
2nd and 8 from the 4. Another carry for Dotson. More big room for Dotson. And another long touchdown for Elijah Dotson, his 2nd of the night. He had a 37. This one's good from 40.
Again, losing contain here. Yep, that's again the edge rusher there. Kind of goes inside to play on the puller. Gets hit and kind of loses his edge and gives a running back a free lane to the outside. This is going to be something I'm sure, as Raheem was talking about, you can't wait to get to this tape and find some things to talk about and correct.
With Sims in motion coming up with a 2-minute warning. 46, rookie tight end. Zach Evans in the backfield, doesn't pick up the blitz, and Bennett gets thrown down. Blake Lynch threw him down.
Got a little miscommunication there up front, even if I didn't.
Almost. Stetson Bennett gets caught at midfield, gets out of it, and then gets brought down back in Charger territory. So when we are in Denver in 2 weeks to face Sean Payton and his new Broncos for a couple of days of practice ahead of the game to wrap up the preseason Saturday in Denver. But here, Sean McVay hugs it out with Derwin James after a hug with his former defensive coordinator, Brandon Staley. The Rams open up the preseason with a 34-17 loss.